Hey, this is the Antisocial Socialite back at it again. Shout out to all the wonderful new subscribers and returning friends. Welcome. If you are new to the channel, you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for, darling? Hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. So when I get to running this mouth, baby, you are in the loop. You see the title, you know what time it is. I was just perusing these World Star streets and I came across this interesting little video. You know, we're constantly talking about the image of Black women. We're talking about the way that we're perceived in the mainstream media and where a lot of this dysfunction comes from. So without further ado, because it's just going to be a super quick one, we got Black George Golden in the building. Shout out to you, Black Curls. Salute. I hope everyone's enjoying the weekend and having a happy Sunday. I know for the most of you who are in the States, it is super early. So yeah, without further ado, let me take this thing off the screen so you guys can see what true Black love looks like. If you're a proponent of Black love, I think you're gonna enjoy this. Let's go.
All right, I love you. Can you my phone?
Okay, you just said that you're not fucking done with me, doing
Okay, let me get my phone. I'm done. I'm not done, but I'm done with this shit.
You done with what? Done with what? You not done with me. Oh God, you not done
okay,
with me.
give my phone. Give my phone. I'm just playing.
Do I thought it's fine to cost the
hey,
fucking
stop
watch?
I pay money for that shit, bro.
I don't give a fuck what you pay. You talking about you telling me playing this shit. Hell, I get tired of you sometimes. That don't mean I'm fucking done. Oh, stupid ass nothing. If you talking about you done and shit, putting secret shit on Facebook, I swear to God, I'll pull up on you for real. My auntie do stay out there if you don't know.
I love you.
Give me a kiss.
I swear to God. I mean, if that's not young love, I don't know what is, boy. I mean, who else is looking forward to signing up to that for the next 50 years?
All right, I love you. Can you my phone?
Okay, you just said that you're not fucking done with me, doing
okay.
So obviously the first thing that we notice is the way she walks up on the guy. You know what I mean? He's sitting in the vehicle. He's trying to leave. She comes around and tries to block. She walks up on him like she's about to do a drive-by or something, or a run up on the guy and just pull out a pistol or something. And he's already cowering in the car. Okay. So the first thing we can see right here is there's definitely a role reversal. She's obviously the one in the masculine frame, and he's very much cowering in a lot of feminine energy. Okay. So she's trying to blackmail him with the phone. She's got his phone and she's trying to use the phone. Maybe she doesn't have a kid to weaponize. So she's his next best thing, his next best baby is actually this phone that he's got. So she's basically trying to leverage this situation and stop this guy from leaving, which is super strange, because if the person wants to leave, just let them go. I don't know why you're trying to force a person to stay when they clearly want to leave. And what made me look at this thing was the high level of violence. These two are clearly very young. Okay, we know Black people, we look a bit younger than our age. Okay, so I don't think this person is more than 21, shall we say? Black Hill says, ew. He said, aren't they supposed to be scared of Black men? I can't tell when their behavior contradicts their message. So Obadiah, greetings, man. Salute to you in the building. Exactly. I mean, the narrative changes according to the situation. It depends on who's speaking and what the narration is, whether or not you're terrified of Black men, whether every 6 hours you're being killed by a Black man. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to showcase this video, because a lot of people don't realize, or a lot of Black people don't want to accept how much Black men tolerate things at the hands of Black women. And I know that there's domestic violence, there's all kind of abuse across the board, but definitely we know that Black men are some of the most accommodating men on the planet. And so she comes out, she's obviously, laying down the law, and he's already frightened in the car. He doesn't even get out of the vehicle because he probably knows, because it's so common, that she's physically abusive towards him, as you saw in the clip, that he knows what's going to happen to him if he tries to get out of the vehicle. If he gets out of the vehicle, maybe she'll take the key, she'll lock the door on him, or she'll just do something to keep him where he's at. Okay. And a lot of the times Black females, they complain about the kind of relationships they got into and how the man wasn't dominant, the man was passive, the man was he wasn't a leader, he wasn't able to control her, all these kind of things. But actually, it turns out that the women like these kind of passive men that they can easily control. And this situation perfectly demonstrates it. Now, the first thing that really shocked me was their age. I'm like, I understand young people are emotional. I understand that they can be quite volatile, but this is already going to a whole new level. And the next thing is this, him being a young man getting caught up so early. A situation like this or getting involved with a partner like this could literally derail his whole life. I think it was just last Sunday, we were talking about, women running up on other women, executing them. You've got women trying to run their boyfriends over with the car. And I said then, and I'll say again, these are the kind of females you have to avoid because they're unstable. They have no gauge. They have no boundaries. They have no understanding of the strength of a man. Okay, you may have a soft one here who's going to tolerate that rubbish. But if you get into a relationship with somebody who's equally as emotional, then you've got a real problem on your hands because they're not going to tolerate you putting your hands on them. They will retaliate. Okay, so he's in the vehicle. He's already caught up with the wrong type of female. The question has to be, brother, why are you with a chick like this? Why are you in a relationship and condoning abuse from your girl? I mean, no one should be in a relationship with anybody that's abusing them, obviously. But why are you in a relationship with this particular chick? What is so special about her that you are going to tolerate her literally holding you hostage, trying to blackmail you into staying, and is obviously physically, verbally, and mentally abusive? Okay, so what George says, I hate to see them on Valentine's Day. I mean, if this is Black love, then Valentine's Day, maybe it's like a drag out WWE type of business. Yeah, in America, there's a reason why female incarcerations are going up while male incarcerations are going down. And in a lot of instances, it's probably because a lot of men are walking away from these situations. I saw a clip a while back with Tupac, and he actually said, and this is a long time ago because we know Tupac has gone on a while. He said there's a couple of reasons why men get incarcerated, and a lot of the times it's surrounding a female. And I wanted to show that clip when I was going to talk about the situation with the young lady who the little 14-year-old girl who unfortunately got her father killed. I mean, this is a prime example of how females get men into trouble. I know Edward Anderson and people in his area, they call it a send-off mission. I call it kamikaze missions. It's basically somebody getting you riled up to go and attack somebody else. And obviously, technically, you didn't make them do it, but you knew you could put a battery in their back to go and attack somebody for you. And I was talking to Dane Christopher. He asked me, should we talk about the Fresh and Fit situation? It's obviously evolved a little bit. We've got like the scandal coming out with a lady claiming that Myron actually got her pregnant. And also we've got, people who went over and harassed the lady from the fitness channel coming out and trying to defend it. So I'm going to do another live stream a bit later on and talk about that. But this is what we mean about women getting men into trouble, women getting men killed. And this hyperactive chick is that type of female. You can see that she's the kind who's going to coerce you, pressure you, bully you, basically say all kind of things to you. And he's emotionally too weak to stand up to her and say no. If he's going to tolerate this level of abuse, if he's going to tolerate this level of disrespect, who knows what, she could say to him to trigger him to do anything that could ultimately destroy the rest of his life. He's a young man. He doesn't need this type of drama. But again, if he's coming from a situation where this is commonplace, where the women in his environment, when the women in his life, maybe his own mother is like this, he's obviously naturally going to gravitate towards these similar kinds of dysfunctional women. he's trapped. Now I see why animals gnaw off their own paw when they get caught in a snare. You see, the animal has enough sense to know they're in a snare. A lot of black men, unfortunately, have been socialized to think this is normal and acceptable behavior. So they're not trying to gnaw off anything. If anything, they're trying to justify it to everybody why, you know, you got to alpha your way through it. And the reason why she's not submitting is because, you know, you are not, you're not man enough. Shout out to Kareen. Is that JM from the house of, you changed your name, Atreides? I hope I said that correctly. Shout out to you, Kareen. Appreciate you being in the building. Please remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. I don't know what you're waiting for. Remember, please, sir, we need some more subscribers in the house. So yes, more. So just a quick reminder. I know Kareen is a new subscriber, so I really appreciate her for hitting that bell. What do we say? Oh. So the next thing is this. So she's in the...
Okay, let me get my phone. I'm done. I'm not done, but I'm done with this shit.
You done with what? You done with what? You not done with no God. You not done.
Okay, give my phone. Give my phone. I'm just playing.
Do I thought this phone cost
Hey,
you
stop.
fucking
I pay money for that video.
I don't give a fuck what you pay. You talking about you telling me playing this shit. Hell, I get tired of you sometimes. That don't mean I'm fucking done.
Okay, so she turns around and says, I get tired of you sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm done. I mean, like, are these guys married? Like, I can understand you having this degree of animosity and frustration if you guys have taken a vow after 20 years of marriage and you know you're about to lose it all and you got to get back out on the dating market. But it's really not supposed to be this serious when you're like 17, 18, 19. And the thing about it is this, he can see that this is a dysfunctional relationship, but he doesn't actually have the strength to say, you know what, this just isn't worth it. The juice is nowhere near worth the squeeze. Obviously, this dude is not red pill because had he been consuming some red pill content, he would have been out of he would have been out of there already. Okay. It looks like this man needs a shelter, to be honest with you. He needs somewhere to go and hide and take solace, some witness protection type program, because this chick is crazy. She's literally holding him hostage. She's literally talking about how much she gets tired of him sometimes, but she's not done, and she can't accept that he wants to leave. Like, if this brother wanted to leave, what exactly would she do to keep him there? That's actually quite a frightening thought, that somebody is so jealous and so possessive that they literally want to hold you hostage. And we kind of laughed about this in the last video about if a guy wanted to leave. And I was like, bro, I'm packing your bag and I'm calling the cab. In fact, tell me where you want me to drop you. Even if it's to another chick's place, I will do it. I will literally do like a drive-by push out. Like, I'm not even stopping. It's a rolling stop. It's a rolling stop. I don't want to say the N word because that word has been controversial recently, but I literally would slow it down enough so that you wouldn't hurt yourself. You jump out and your suitcase is going with you, and I'm off, because I ain't trying to be keeping anybody around me who doesn't want to be there. And again, you have these women, they complain about the relationships they're in, but they are literally actively fighting to stay in these dysfunctional relationships instead of just going and finding a dude who wants to be there. If he says he's done, or if it looks like he's done, it's time to have a mature conversation, part on good terms, and just keep it moving. She's already hit him once, and then she literally throws... She throws the phone at him and kind of clumps him with it. He has his hands up the whole time. Like when you was a kid and you used to get beat, when your mother used to come close to you, you already was kind of anticipating that blow. Was it just me, or was it other people? You're on edge. You're getting ready to duck. You're getting ready to run. You're getting ready to block. So the fact that as soon as she comes round the side of the vehicle, he's already got his hands up ready to defend himself. I'm not laughing about it, because obviously intimate partner violence is a serious situation, and in the Black community we don't want to accept how aggressive Black women can be. The other thing about that is this: clearly she is the aggressor. he hasn't hit her. He's actually trying to walk away. Okay, he's trying to drive away. But this is why he should have just said, I'm going to let the phone go and call it a loss. But he really wants the phone, and she knows how valuable it is to him, so she's going to weaponize the phone against him. But a lot of the times Black women don't want to accept to what degree they are actually the first ones to become physically aggressive. And so this just highlights that. And it's sad because they are two young people. Where did she learn that behavior? Okay. And then there's another aspect. She says, my aunt lives up the road. So this is fruit not falling far from the tree. You can see that this chick comes from a family of women where this kind of behavior is just acceptable. It's okay to hit your boyfriend. It's okay to check your boyfriend. It's okay to do certain things to him when he doesn't play ball the way you want him to play it. So it says, George says, true, they see it growing up, and if they don't take it, if they don't take it, they're in the wrong. So you're right. Yeah, it's like whatever you do as the woman is okay. And this brother, he's obviously been raised to believe that it's perfectly acceptable for your woman to handle you any type of way. She just loves you. That's the way she shows love. This is the way she shows passion. And this is why I titled it Klingon Love. Shout out to Obsidian. He was the first person I heard using the expression Klingon Love. And for those who are Star Trek fans, I'm not a deep Star Trek fan, but I definitely... I used to watch it. I know that it's kind of like some what's that show? What's the show called? Game of Thrones type, Khaleesi type, almost getting into some BDSM type business out here. It's not just rose petals on the bed and Boys to Men, Jodeci playing in the background. There's kind of like some bruising and some scrapes going on in there. So the Klingon type of love is very aggressive from what I get from Obsidian. It's very hands-on. And this is the kind of the love-hate, the hate sexing, and the, we break up to make up, the constant dysfunction and chaos that a lot of people are kind of attracted to. A lot of people say they want stable relationships, they want love and things like this, but a lot of people are addicted to the drama. I just posted an image on my Instagram called the drama triangle. I didn't come up with the concept, but some people, they actually are so attracted and addicted to chaos. They fluctuate between different roles, so the chaos is constantly flowing. And so this is a situation where it's a prime example of somebody who's clearly into the drama. In fact, the two of them are, and I wouldn't be surprised if both of them were raised in households where there was either no father or the father wasn't really active, Give
me a kiss.
And then that was the weirdest part for me at the end where, she can command, give me a kiss, and he actually gives it. I mean, I don't know which one of the two of them actually made me feel a little bit more anxious at that point, because I'm thinking this chick has literally held you hostage, held you up. You're trying to leave. She's clearly physically abusing you all the time because you already anticipate that she's going to hit you again. Judging from the title. Wait, where am I? And I keep forgetting you're a Trek fan, aren't you? A little bit. I do like a bit of Star Trek, but I'm actually a Lord of the Ringer, which sounds really weird and really bad and really strange, especially in the groceries era that we're in. So George says, howdy. Where are we? All true. You're ready to evade. Yeah, man, you're ducking, you're weaving, you're bobbing. You've already got the exit strategy. You're thinking, what's she going to grab? Is it the slipper or the belt? He would have pissed her off if he said SYSBM, and she knows why. I mean, the women are out here talking about, if you hear that the guy is a Kevin Samuels fan, don't date him. Don't even waste your time. But really and truly, that's because the jig is up. Shout out to Mr. Palmer and the F Child Support, channel. The jig is up. The game is up. The women can't finesse like they used to because more and more men are just respecting and valuing themselves, and they're not allowing themselves to be taken advantage of like this. Whereas before, Black men were not told it's okay to say, I need to know what you bring to the table. Nowadays, you know, more and more men are having this conversation and valuing themselves. And it's a shame because, like I said before, a lot of women say they want the nice life, they want the car, they want the protection, the provision to be taken care of, etc., etc. But then when it comes down to it, you can't have that in a man who's naive and stupid. I mean, apart from Elon Musk, who is like one of the most wealthy A1 simps out here, you know, every other man understands, like, I need something for my time and my energy. And we know the rich and famous, a lot of them are simps, and it's partly because they don't really have to have game, or they don't have to have swag. And I'm not for game and swag like that, but they don't have to have necessarily charisma or charm. They literally just need to say, you know, I'm going to get this girl to go home with me. How are you going to do it? And the person whips out a bank statement and the chick sees the zeros and it's like, yeah, which way are we going? It's a whole different realm. And I know that kind of ties into the Myron Fresh and Fit. Do men have to pay situation? But yeah, you know, the Klingons are a violent race of people in the Star Trek universe. Yeah, and their love is no less violent. If you've never watched Star Trek or seen Klingon porn before, this was a good representation of what you would get, because I don't understand how after you clump the person in the face with an iPhone, you can then demand a kiss and they actually give it to you. So I did have another video, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, because it was literally a similar situation where you have a young lady coming in, allegedly her man is texting another female, and so she decides that it was a good idea to give him a whole Shaolin kick in the back of his chair. And I wasn't going to touch on this, but it's kind of similar. The reason why I'm going to try and see if I can find it and quickly show it. Please, YouTube, don't strike me with violence. You know, they're always talking this rubbish about violence, but there's a lot on YouTube that is suspect. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good weekend. You know, a lot has been going on in these YouTube streets. I wasn't really going to touch the Abba and Fit preach. Abba and Pre, was it? Fresh and Fit business. His double names are doing a lot, man. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it because I don't know where I came across it, whether it was in the timeline or whether it was somewhere else. But yeah, the amount of videos on here on WorldStar, you know, women, this one says the women throwing hands outside Wendy's. You know, the amount of videos I'm seeing right now of women doing street fighting, brawls, just literally brawling in the street. There was an incident recently where, oh, this is one I watched recently. Bonnets, slippers, weaves are flying. I could not believe the weaves and the wigs and the caps that just went east, west, south. It was ridiculous. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, slapped her so hard. Look at this, a whole pile up. And everybody's just filming it. They think this is hilarious. Okay, so somebody's been de-weaved. 2 people have been de-weaved, or 3 people. Somebody's chest is out. And this is why we're saying, you know, the number of women going to prison is going up because women are just literally becoming more masculine. This woman's in the house with her boyfriend. They're talking some cash rubbish on the internet. The girl turns up at the door. They don't want to let her in, so she just decides to come through the window. I mean, what the hell's going on? Dude's ex-girlfriend comes bursting through his window while he was laid up with his new chick. She just lies there because the chick has done this so many times before.
Hey, who is it?
Come and see.
Bro, what are you on, bro? I'm not opening the door. You stand out there. You're not even supposed to be here.
Probably got some restraining on her mad
You're not
ass,
supposed
but
to be here. I didn't tell you to come over here. I don't even know why you're here.
It don't even matter. So why did you ignore my calls?
What do you mean? I'm not with you. The fuck you don't worry about who I got in here.
Why the fuck is you not answering my calls and who is this laying in your motherfucking bed?
Bro, you fried. Why did you get the window?
Because you fucking playing with me like I'm stupid.
I'm not playing. Yes, I'm not even with you.
Get your dumb ass up out of here right now.
All right.
Nisha, you get in that window, bro.
Listen, you never fight on the street unless you have to. You're one wrong move and you can fall and bash your head. And that's why I wanted to find. That's why I wanted to find the clip. That was the first thing I thought. That's the first thing I thought, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Oh, brawling, more brawling. A creature that looks like a cross between a pig and a dog. Oh, here we go. Look at this, premeditated. And I flinch every single time because his head is so close to the corner of that. Look. His head is so close. Okay. His head is so close. His head is so close to the corner of that table. It's literally one wrong move. And had he caught his temple, she could have actually killed the guy. Over what? Because he wants to talk to another chick. Well, if you were my girlfriend, I'd want to talk to another chick too, because you're clearly a nutcase. The fact that you would come in and karate kick the back of my blasted chair lets me know that you're mad. And again, this brother has no self-respect, no common sense. He literally stays in a relationship with a chick who's going to do this. If the dude wants to leave, let the dude leave. Why is Google asking me questions? Why is this even showing on the screen? Take this thing off. What the hell? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And this is what brothers have been conditioned to accept and tolerate for a long time. A lot of these women talking about institutional racism or whatever. The black man is the white man of the black community, and how much every 6 minutes or 6 hours or whatever it is, 21 hours, a black woman is being killed. But the men killed by their female counterpart or partner, black men is the highest. So it's clear that black men and black women are equally as aggressive. And okay, the guy shouldn't be texting another chick or doing whatever he's doing, but that's the point where you grab a suitcase and you make the brother leave. You don't paralyze him or, kill him by accident and have to go to prison for second-degree murder because you kicked him off a chair and he caught his head on something. That's just ridiculous. Okay? Yeah, I'm glad he was able to miss it as well, but I was frightened for a second because I'm thinking, damn, you could have just witnessed a woman killing a guy over what? Some pictures? Could have lost an eye, knocked out his tooth, crushed something in his neck, and he could have even been killed. So I just wanted to bring that one to everybody's attention. For those who are catching this on the restream, I really appreciate all of you. This is obviously fair use, so they say. Please check out the rest of the videos. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Share this video with somebody who needs to see it. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like what I have to say. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.